Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We have some mostly cloudy skies out there this morning. Going to continue to see anywhere from partly to mostly cloudy skies throughout the day today. In general, we'll just see mostly cloudy skies overall. I have a few weak sprinkles out there this morning around the island and the main base. Could see a few sprinkles here the next 30 minutes or so, but overall we should stay dry for today. Last 24 hours across the Mid-Atlantic region, seeing temperatures in the lower to mid 80s, typical for late August, not early to mid-October. Seeing 85 degrees, warm spots at Pax River, Salisbury, Richmond, and here at Wallops. Overnight last night, seeing temperatures about 20 to 25 degrees above normal for the overnight lows. Wallops here we saw 74 degrees for our overnight low. Cool spot at Newport News at 66 degrees. Last 24 hours only saw a trace at Baltimore. All locations did not see any precipitation. As of 9 a.m. we are seeing anywhere from mostly sunny to mostly cloudy skies across the region. Temperatures anywhere from the lower 70s to the upper 70s. Here at Wallops we were 78 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. And as of 10 a.m. we're already up to 80 degrees. Our sounding from 12Z this morning, we see our freezing level at 15,500 feet. Our winds out of the south at 14 knots or so, around 10 to 15 knots in the low levels, and then we move up into the mid levels. We see our winds become more southwesterly, about 10 to 15 knots, and we see a peak wind this morning out of the southwest, 25,000 feet at 25 knots. Looking at our vegetation IR band, our satellite imagery this morning, seeing that we have some cloud cover moving onshore from the ocean. Seeing a little bit of higher cloud tops or cooler cloud tops just to the west of Wallops, with a light rain shower that will continue to move off the north. But overall we'll see several different layers of clouds across the region today, with abundance of upper level cirrus as we move into the afternoon and evening hours. Looking at our radar this morning, we have a good amount of rainfall across the southeast, especially across South Carolina into North Carolina, associated with a upper level disturbance that's well out ahead of Hurricane Michael. It's going to be moving towards our region for tomorrow, giving us some chances of rainfall. We have these light sprinkles that are just barely showing up on the radar this morning, south and west of our region mainly. Looking at the latest run of the 3-kilometer NAM, it's going to give you an idea of what the radar may look like as the weakening state of Hurricane Michael moves towards our region as a tropical storm. Here's Thursday afternoon. You can see Thursday we'll see some rain showers possibly in the morning, and then the afternoon we'll see that rainfall become likely. And then during the evening hours into the early overnight hours we'll see the storm approaching and getting the closest it will be, and giving us some heavy rainfall, gusty winds, and not very nice conditions overall. And you see this system move through the region quickly, so that will limit our overall rainfall totals to around 2 to 4 inches here at Wallops. And you can see by 8 o'clock on Friday morning we'll just see that system moving off the coast over the open waters, the Atlantic, and giving us just some breezy to really windy northwesterly flow across the region. Looking at our prog charts the next few days, here's our Wednesday midday planner. Showed this trough or weak disturbance along the coastline of South Carolina, North Carolina. You can see Hurricane Michael making landfall. Move on to our Wednesday night planner. Going to see our cloud cover increase, especially in the upper levels and the mid levels, as the remnants of Hurricane Michael moves towards the region. This upper level disturbance that'll be out in front of the system will move through the region tonight, giving us a chance of some showers and a slight chance of a thunderstorm. So move into our Thursday evening, into the overnight hours of Thursday and Friday, we'll see the system moving closest as will be to us as a post-tropical system in the forms of a tropical storm, and that will give us our rainfall and windy conditions for our Thursday and Friday. And then by Friday afternoon it'll be actually a very nice day. It'll be cooler, less humidity across the region, more seasonable for this time of year. We'll see those gusty northwesterly winds, but we'll have mainly clear skies with high pressure building in. So looking at our risk chart for today, we'll have a green chart across the board. A very slight chance of a few sprinkles this morning. Most likely, if you do see it, it'll only be for about a minute or two and just a sprinkle. We'll see a high around 85 degrees today. South winds increasing 8 to 13 knots, gust to 18 during the late afternoon, evening hours. And we move into the overnight time period. We'll continue to see our winds slightly breezy, south-southwest at 9 to 14 knots, gust to 20 by tomorrow morning at 8 local. And we'll see our temperature tonight at 75 degrees for a low. And that is about 20 to 25 degrees above normal for this time of year. We'll also have a slight chance of a thunderstorm, as I mentioned, during the overnight time period tonight, with that disturbance moving closer to our region. Our 24-hour terminal forecast, currently we do have a few clouds at 15,000, 3,000, 6,500, and broken deck at 25,000 feet. Going to see those mostly cloudy skies and partly cloudy skies throughout the afternoon hours and evening hours. We move overnight after 1 local on Thursday. We'll see a slight chance of a rain shower, and after 4 local on Thursday, we'll see a chance of a rain shower with a 15% chance of thunderstorms, and then we'll continue with the chances of rain showers after 8 a.m. on Thursday morning with a 15% chance of thunderstorms. Our tides are slightly above normal, and looking into Thursday into Friday, Thursday will be mostly cloudy to overcast, scattered showers and thunderstorms. Some of the rain could be heavy at times late, and it'll be breezy, humid, and warm, a high of 82 degrees. We'll have red for precipitation, yellow for lightning winds and ceilings. Thursday night we'll have overcast skies with heavy rain likely, a chance of embedded thunderstorm. We'll have wind gusts up to 50 miles an hour possible, and that will be during the late time period on Thursday night into Friday morning. It'd be cooler and less humid late, and we'll have a low of 62 degrees, a red for precipitation, and also for our winds, a yellow for lightning, and an orange for our ceilings. And for Friday, we'll have partly cloudy skies becoming mostly clear, windy and less humid, and it'll be most of the wind will be during the morning hours, with wind gusts possibly up to 50 miles an hour early. And then during the afternoon hours, we'll see those winds around that 25 to 30 knots with the gusts. And we'll have a high around 70 degrees on Friday. Our winds will be above 25 knots on Friday, and that's going to give us a red condition for our winds. Looking at the next 7 days, we'll have the warmest day today of the next 7, a high of 85 degrees, chance of rain overnight with a slight chance of a thunderstorm. Thursday will be unsettled with rain showers in and out of the area, a chance of a thunderstorm as well, high of 82 degrees. And then for Friday, we'll have that morning rain. It looks like right now, most likely the rain will be done by dawn on Friday, but cannot rule out we have the rainfall lingering just after dawn on Friday morning. And it looks like we will see about 2 to 4 inches of rainfall here at Wallops. Some locations could see a little bit more than that, but overall and in general we'll see 2 to 4 inches of rainfall from the remnants of Michael moving through the region. And we'll actually see some fall weather finally for Saturday and Sunday. We'll have high pressure building in, high of Saturday of 63 degrees and Sunday at 67 degrees. Monday we'll have an area low pressure moving west of the region and to the north. That's going to allow us to be in the warm sector, and a possibility of some late day rain showers, a high of 75 degrees. And then during the middle portion of next week, looks like an area high pressure of Canadian origin that's going to move into the region, giving us temperatures possibly slightly below normal. Big change from what we've been seeing the last few weeks, with a high of 63 on Tuesday. Giving an update on Hurricane Michael, it is a Category 4 hurricane. Wind sustained at 145 miles an hour. Here's the satellite imagery. You can see in the last few frames there, the eye is becoming more clear, as well as the convection continuing to circulate around the eye wall, and that's or around the eye, I should say, and that's giving the storm a better look to it, and possibly even getting stronger as it moves towards the coastline. Looking at the National Hurricane Center's last update, maximum sustained winds at 145 miles an hour, moving north at 13 miles an hour. It's going to be a devastating hurricane for those locations along the Gulf Coast of the Panhandle of Florida, and thankfully it will weaken as it moves inland. You can see the National Hurricane Center has a hurricane as it's moving through Georgia, and then quickly weakening to a tropical storm as it moves through South Carolina and North Carolina. Looking at the tracks, they are very in good agreement or concentrated along the National Hurricane Center track. and looking like it's going to pass off the northern portion of North Carolina's coast over the open water, and that'll put us on the northern side of the storm, so no chances of coastal flooding with this system. Our main impact will be from the rainfall and from the gusty north to northwesterly winds as the system quickly moves through the area. Here is the ensemble products from the European model. It's giving us a very similar outlook as the hurricane tracks, with the system moving off the northern portion of the Outer Banks, possibly if it does move a little bit farther north to the Virginia-North Carolina border, but that looks like it is less likely than the track off the northern portion of the Outer Banks. And intensity-wise, all the models are showing a quick decrease as it moves inland, and will maintain that tropical storm force as it moves up towards our region. The National Hurricane Center is still having a tropical storm force winds, but it will become extratropical at that time, so it will lose its tropical characteristics and be more of a typical system that we would see during the wintertime, with just some elevated winds, possibly up to 50 miles an hour on Thursday night into Friday morning. That's going to complete our 10 a.m. weather briefing. We'll be back tomorrow morning at 8:15 and at 10 a.m.